My first impression of Hal Herzog's Some We Love, Some We Hate, Some We Eat was an instant interest in his thoughts. Throughout this chapter, I find myself agreeing with his viewpoint and identifying with the people he described in his writings. Something that really stuck out to me was when Herzog discusses those of us in the troubled middle in regards to our stance on moral issues concerning animals. I felt as though I identified verbatim with the stances he was describing. For example, I'm completely opposed to animal testing for the toxicity of oven cleaner or the ingredients in makeup. However, as he phrases it, I would sacrifice a lot of mice to find a cure for cancer. I personally am a softie for all animals. If I get an impression that someone is cruel to their animals, I instantly have a bad impression of them. One thing that I personally struggle with in this genre is my meat-filled diet. Meat is a major source of protein in my diet, and I truly love a T-bone steak or a hamburger any chance I get. However, when I really dig into the dark secrets of the meat industry, I'm disgusted by the treatment of their livestock. I usually buy my beef and eggs from local farmers, but find myself questioning, is this really enough? If I really cared about these animals, wouldn't I stop eating meat altogether? This is a huge internal battle for me. A piece of this chapter that I really enjoyed was how much Herzog dives into the actual psychology of our relationship with animals. The science behind animal therapy was incredibly interesting to me, especially the fact regarding the dog therapy being as effective as Prozac. In regards to the question, what does it mean to be animal versus human, I believe there are many answers. In general, society would say that the difference is that humans are superior to animals. Although scientifically, we are animals too. I believe one thing that separates us from other animals is the amount of power and control we have over them. Using an example from the book, Herzog explains that for a dolphin therapy, many of the animals are taken from the wild, scooped up in a net at our will or disposal. This is where the difference is. We can capture these aquatic creatures and force them to do what we please, but they cannot do the same to us. We can control just about any animal species we choose, and to an extent we already do. Our relationship with animals demonstrates the very essence of what it means to be human. It shows who each person truly is at their core, in the core of their being. Love animals? I associate that with the human emotion of compassion and love. Animal cruelty? I associate that with the human tendency for evil and a desire for power over others. How we treat animals and how we think of ourselves in relationship to them completely defines what kind of human we are, in my opinion.